Yo, what's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another stream. I'm having a good day today. Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, you wouldn't be able to tell because we're going to have a hype day today. We're going to have a good stream today, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Shout out to everybody who's here. We're going to have a good stream. Should be fun. Should be fun. So before we get into anything, let's go ahead and get into some shout out or some ninja news. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Hopefully you guys are all doing good. We'll get into shout outs in just a bit. So I think you guys are Shin Megami Tensei out because you guys aren't watching my videos on Shin Megami Tensei. So we're just gonna have to wait for the actual review. Today's video did not do too well. Much slower than all my other videos today, but that's okay. I still wanted to make it. 5 reasons to be hyped, super hyped about Shin Megami Tensei 5. It might be a little bit of overkill, but that's okay. I like the game. I'm covering it. We are going to be moving into some new things. I've got big plans, especially for 2022. YouTube Gaming has big plans. And I've got big plans for revamping the content. I know the revamp has taken some time, but I had to take some time off this year. But the revamp is coming, man. It is coming. With the content, with the videos, with the live streams. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So before we get into it, guys, that's that. So go watch the Shin Megami Tensei video if you haven't watched it already. It's up on the channel. It's awesome. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into shout outs. So if you're here in the chat, feel free to say hi. Be more than happy to say hi back to all you lovely people. Also, remember, guys, we need to get back to 500 Elite Ninja. So if you're not a member of the channel, you're definitely going to want to become one. Because, man, we're going to have some awesome events this year and next year. And it's all for $1 a month. And it gets you into our private Discord, emotes, badges, all that good stuff. See all that sexy badges by people's names? You want to have one of those. So become a member. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to pin this message for you jabronis. Become a member. No, y'all ain't jabronis. You guys are baby faces. You guys are top contenders. Shout outs. Welcome to the stream, though, guys. All right, let's go ahead and get into shout outs. If you're in the chat, feel free to say hi. I'll be more than happy to say hi back to my lovely people. What up, Laney? What's up, Beat Queen? What's up, Derriere Sama? What's up, Zenith? Zenith, my boy. Shout outs to the Zenith. The King Zenith. Monado Mario. What's good, Monado Mario? Welcome to the stream. Jeffrey Tucker. Happy Halloween. Roggy Froggy. Laney Omega. I love that name, by the way. I love the new name. Neophyte G, what's good? Jaybird, what's up? Bead Queen, Monado Mario, Vision, what is up, guys? Welcome. Good to see all the homies come through in the chat. So yeah, very good to see all the homies come through in the chat. For those that are worried about my teeth, about what I said, don't worry. I saw the dentist today. We got a plan in order. So that should be good. What's up, Mr. Davis? What's up, man? Welcome. Gunmetal Otaku, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Party Man, the man that knows how to party. I know you're talking about Mario Party Superstars. You're talking about that. I actually didn't request a review code from Nintendo. And then I requested a review code from Nintendo. They're like, all right, sure, we'll get you one. So it's coming. Yo, shout outs to Huddy with the $5 holla. Thank you so much for that. He says, yo, OJ, happy Friday. Also, SMT 5 hype. Yes, sir. Thank you for that. That is the first donation, first blood. Also, Stream Hokage, Top Stream Ninja. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Also, shout outs to Blue EX with the 9 months of Tune In tier membership. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for showing up on the board here. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping. Is it going to be JoJo Fridays today? We'll see. Huddy with the $5. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the support. You guys give some love to Huddy. You guys give some love to Blue EX for showing that love on the stream. Dawson with the Dawson31 says, what's up, PlayerEssence and Ninjas? What's up, man? Welcome. Leaving work. Gunmetal, good to see you here. Jay Nez. What's up, my boy Jay Nez over there on the Fire Nation on Twitch. Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. Mr. Dior, of course. Dolce Double. GTA Trilogy. Hope they can put at least 2 of them on the cart. From what I'm looking at, looks like it's going to be 2 on the cart. I looked at the file size for GTA. San Andreas is like 10 gigabytes plus. Like Vice City's like 6 gigabytes and GTA 3 is like 2 gigabytes or something like that. So total, it just misses out on the 16 gigabyte cart, and Nintendo wasn't gonna go up to a 32 for that. So that's the reason why. Hey, let's go! Let's go! Ah, feels good to do the JoJo boys once again. Also, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Shinru with the $20 says, why is there no JoJo's for JoJo Fridays? Where you at, JoJo boys? Let's effing go. Play some SMT 4. Yes, sir. Shin Megami Tensei 4. Boss theme. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that is true. Shout outs to Mr. JoJo himself. Shin with the $20. Become the top streamer and stream. Hokage. Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 20. You guys give some love to Shinru. Roundtable Ninja, of course. Obi-Wan Kenobi with the $5 holla. Not to be outdone too much. $5 holla. Obi-Wan swinging that lightsaber. Says, how would you describe SMT5 story so far? It's looking like a 10 out of 10. I don't know if it's a 10 out of 10, but I would say that it's very good. It's a very good story. It's not as involved as Persona, but the story is very good. I like the structure of Shin Megami Tensei. Just craps all over Persona. I don't want to say it, but man, I'm in the live stream, so I'll say it. Shin Megami Tensei 5 structure destroys Persona. It just does. It's just, I like the way that the story's presented. I like the hands-off approach. I like the, not saying that the gameplay overall destroys it. I'm saying that the structure of the story destroys it. Persona is too segmented. It's too, dear, blah, 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 like, it's just too much. It's too hands-on for me. It's too hands-on. Like, it's just too much stuff. It's more like Xenoblade structure. That's what I like. It's more like Xenoblade structure. So, but yeah, the story's looking good. The stories look. I mean, if you like previous SMT stories, this one looks like it's a step above, just because of the presentation compared to what they had before. You know. So yeah, absolutely. Neophyte G with the $20 holla. My girl coming through. Don't let the dudes outdo you here. So Shinru calling us out. For sure, Neophyte G, my girl. For sure, Neophyte G with the $20, not to be outdone. The ladies can do some stuff here too. No discrimination here on PlayerEssence. Everybody is everybody. Let's go. Shout out to my girl Neophyte G. Thank you for the $20 holla. Super chat. Jojo, Jolene, Jojo girls in the house, not just boys. Jojo girls. Johnny on the spot, Nintendo. Shout outs to my girl Shannon. Shout outs to my peeps over at Nintendo. Got the download code for Super Mario Party. Let's get it. Let's go. I just got it right now. And I got my Switch OLED. I'm going to have a video on this system probably tomorrow or this weekend. No, I think I have this weekend's content cut out for me. But probably Sunday, I might have a video on this. Very nice, but there is a big but. We ain't talking about, you know, nothing now. Not talking about big booty. We talking about there's a big but. B-U-T. So yeah. Shout outs though. Shout outs. Let's go. Shout outs to Neophyte G. Nintendork says shout outs. Happy Friday. Yes, sir. Happy Friday, Nintendork. Good to see you here, man. I don't know about that chipmunk avatar. What is that, bruh? Nintendork. What is that? It's like it seems like the Chinese knockoff of Alvin and the Chipmunks. I mean, I'm not sure what that is. A bold claim, OJ. Now I gotta play the game. Can't wait for the release. I know the Persona weebs will kill me for that one, but I mean, it's just hard for me not to say it because I'm so used to Persona. I'm so used because like we haven't had a big SMT game in a while, like a big new SMT game in a while, right? SMT 4 was the last. Well, SMT 4 final, whatever, was the last numbered one. Was SMT 4, right? We're not counting the re-release of like SMT 3. So that was 2013, right? So it's been a long time. It's been about a cool, you know what I'm saying? Like 8 years since the last mainline new SMT game. So since it's been so long, I'm remembering how SMT does things, you know? And SMT has always been like, I've always liked SMT in terms of how they did things. Like I've always liked SMT maybe a bit more. Persona's been better in some regards. Like I like Persona. But SMT, man, like I'm telling you, SMT 5 just takes it to a new level. Like, it really does. It's, and like everybody who's previewed the game, it's not just me fanboying out for SMT or for Nintendo or whatever the case is. Like, look at all the previews for the game. Everybody says the game is freaking lit. Everybody says that. Yo, let's go! JoJo boys, let's freaking go. Yo, shout out to my man J2 Blue. So chilling with the PE fam until the premiere of My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission. Yes, sir, that's premiering. Thank you so much, Mr. J2 Blue. Tying Shinru at the top of the leaderboards with that $20. Anybody tops them, they do take the top Shinja and Hokage spot. But we got JoJo Fridays going down today. Let's get some JoJo boys going. Thank you guys for the support today. I do appreciate that. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the hype stream. I know I am. I'm having fun today, man. Having fun today. Having fun today. Let's get it. What's up, Mr. Kevin? What's up, Kevin Buckley? Or Kieran Buckley. Mario Party. Yeah, Mario Party's today, man. Hey, OJ, how you doing? Talking to me. Why you happy today? I got my brain on strips today. I need to know what is what. Okay. Shout outs. I'm doing good, Mr. Davis. How are you? Welcome. Currently playing Soul Hackers. Hey, there you go. Get some SMT in your blood. Get the blood pumping with SMT. You know? Just the structure. Like, the gameplay is the gameplay. Like, if you like the dating and all that, then SMT is not going to be for you. Because SMT, you can't be dating people. You ain't going out on dates. You ain't doing a part-time job. You're not eating burgers. You know, you ain't doing all that in SMT. That type of stuff, like, I found cool, but it got corny. After the first playthrough, it got corny. Like, it was cool the first time that I played Persona. It was cool, but on, like, Persona 5 Royal, where you got to do it again, it got corny. It's optional, but it got corny. It got, like, hell. I'm not in high school no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just got corny. For me, at least. Like, high school was a long time ago for me. You know? So it's cool to see that it's like we're not necessarily worried about high school in this game, you know. And Tokyo, it's like Tokyo Mirage says, I'm not worried about being a pop star either, you know. I'm just worried about being a badass. Like, at the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to. You're a freaking god, you know. Like, that's cool. Like, that's cool. Like, I don't want to be a pop star. I don't want to be a high school kid and doing math, doing history lessons, part-time jobs and dating and all that. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do, like, I don't want to do all that. Just let me be a god. Let me punch a freaking devil in the face. You know what I'm saying? Let me just fight, and let me just do side quests and run around in this world, you know? Like, I just like the structure of this game. Like, we've been dealing with so much nonsense, you know, with Persona and with Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Great games, but just too much malarkey. Shin Megami Tensei 5, what I like about it, it's vanilla. It's old school. I feel like I have a connection with this game. Like, I'm old. SMT is old. We're just two old guys that won't go out of our ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll get better. We'll improve ourselves. We'll lift weights. We'll get better. We'll train. We'll look better than we did back then. But we won't change our ways. We're still that same old 1990 dude or whatever, 1980 dude. You know, that's kind of how I feel with SMT. We'll improve and we'll get better. We'll wear new clothes, but we're still going to keep the same soul of just being old, you know? So yeah. What's up, Anna? Welcome. Yeah, beat the crap out of Lucifer, you know? It's just, like I said, I think that Persona, like, and like Tokyo Mirage Sessions, like, it's cool for like a first playthrough, but it just gets corny, you know, like, especially compared to SMT. It's corny, man. Like, maybe if I was younger, I would maybe think that it was more hype for Persona, or maybe if I was like more of a weeb, or if I was more of like, you know, like, don't have a girlfriend or something like that. I mean, then maybe, yeah, Persona might be like the thing that I'm like, okay, or Tokyo Mirage Sessions might be like, okay, yeah, that's better because it's more involved. Persona is way more hands off on the story, you know. So some people might not like that, you know. Some people might not like that, like when you're, because like it's unavoidable the comparisons that people are gonna make between these games, you know. SMT5 is boomer confirmed. Hell yeah, SMT5 is boomer. It's boomer with a slight hint of millennial. You know what I'm saying? It's boomer / millennial, like old school millennial, you know, / boomer. Because, you know, there's millennials that are 40 years old, you know? So it's boomer / millennial for sure. Yo, shout outs to Mr. Davis. 2 donations. 2. JoJo boys, let's go. Mr. Davis becoming the top stream ninja and stream. Actually, not stream Hokage. Just top stream ninja. No, stream Hokage. Sorry, stream Hokage. Mr. Davis showing some mad love. Shinru did the super chat, or Shinru did the Streamlabs though, so he still did the highest for this stream. So still Shinru, but Mr. Davis taking that Hokage spot. Let's freaking go. Let's go. I got my brain on Nintendo Switch. A new one just came last week. Mine's in the mail. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Mr. Davis. Let's get it. Shout outs. Congratulations. Get some Switch gaming in, my boy. Get that Switch gaming in. Let's go. Thank you for the 40. You guys give some love to Mr. Davis. My man out here. The typo's still rolling in, but hey, that one was more legible than last time. I'll give you that. Let's go. He's getting better. We leveling up here. Let's go. Hey, what's up, OBG? Hey, good to see you here, man. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? How are you doing today? One thing Persona does better than SMT is characters. Does it? Does it? Yeah, it does. SMT doesn't have characters though. Like it does and it doesn't. Like SMT doesn't. SMT 5, you'll see the characters, but the difference is that Persona does characters better because Persona, you use those characters with you in battle. In SMT, you're usually either against those people or you work with them in a hands-off approach. They go on their own way and you fight with demons, you know? But I will say this, in this game, SMT 5 does demons better than Persona 5 because in SMT 5, demons actually are like around and about, you know, and like you actually talk to them and you get side quests from demons and you see their personality, you see what they're doing, you see some of their motivations in that world, what they want, political type of stuff, you know, aspirations, religious type of things, you know, free thinker type of stuff. So there's a lot of like world influences in some of the side quests for that, and just also typical JRPG side quests. So I think that it's actually interesting because SMT 5 puts more of an emphasis on the demons themselves, whereas obviously Persona puts more of an emphasis on, you know, on the characters and what you're doing within there, you know. But Persona isn't Pokemon. Also, like SMT, I love monsters. Well, Persona kind of is though, because you do have to collect those new Personas. But the difference is that, yeah, SMT 5 is more of Pokemon than Persona because you actually use those Pokemon or demons in your battle with you. It's almost like a big battle Pokemon, right? Because you can use 4 of them at a time. Well, I guess that'd be like doubles, right? So yeah, I guess that'd be like doubles or the triple 3-way matches that they have. But yeah, it's like Pokemon in a sense. It's like a mature rated Pokemon. I mean, from a single player perspective, it's always been better than Pokemon. But obviously SMT has no multiplayer, you know? Let's see here. AJ, I ain't getting much better with my message just now. Hey, no, you're good, bro. You good. You good, Mr. Davis. Hey, what's up, Game Pass Perry? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, bro? Like my Ethereal Executioner achievement that I showed you from 2009? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was in my college room. I was in my, not my dorm room. I was actually living in an apartment. Busting that queen's booty. Busting that queen's booty. Actually, she bodied me, man. I got bodied by that. That Ethereal Queen is the worst boss in the history of bosses. That's one of the, dude, the Ethereal Queen, if for those who don't know it, that's Star Ocean lore. It's like Tri-Ace lore, okay? You always fight this super boss called the Ethereal Queen, and she always sucks. She always sucks, dude. She always just, it's just terrible because you usually have to go through an endless dungeon to get to her that you can't save. You have multiple different rows of like levels that you have to go through, like towers, and like you fight boss after boss after boss. You have to clear these rooms and you can't save. So if you die, you lose all of your progress. And then you get to her. So if you die at her and she has like one-hit kill type of stuff, she's terrible. I hated that. I went to her twice and I died. And it takes like 4 hours to get to her. So I get to her 3-4 hours, I died. I got to her again 3-4 hours, I died. I was like, screw that, man. I'm looking up a freaking YouTube. Actually, the YouTube video didn't even really help me. I tried, but it wasn't really the strat that I was looking for. I just did a little temporary strat that I saw on achievements.org or whatever, where you have to put people on sides of the room in Star Ocean 4, The Last Hope. Better than Pokemon, probably. Single player wise, obviously it's a Pokemon multiplayer is multiplayer. Hey, what's up, Harley? Welcome to the stream, bro. Mario Party Superstars is the first Nintendo game to localize in Brazilian Portuguese. Hey, there you go. Let's go. I only played Star Ocean 5 and you didn't like it. That's the worst Star Ocean game. You literally played the worst one. You shouldn't have played that one. You played the worst Star Ocean game. Play Star Ocean 3 or play First Departure. Just play that one. That one's good. Play First Departure. That's the Super Nintendo game. It's a remaster of a remake. That's what it is. It's a remaster of a remake. It's originally on the Super Nintendo. Then they remade it for the PSP. Then they remastered it for the Switch and PlayStation 4 and PC. Called Star Ocean R, like First Departure or whatever. Play that one. That one's good. Did you hear about what happened to Nintendo Prime? Yeah, I already heard about what happened to Nintendo Prime. He's already taken care of it, man. Let's not worry about that. I didn't know I got it for free. Yeah, it's trash. It is garbage. All right. Have I said hi to everybody? Let me make sure that I say hi to everybody. Hey, what's up, Huddy? Gotta run, but have a good. Hey, take it easy, Huddy. Thanks for the donation before you bounce, dude. What's up, Roggy? What's up, Archangel Spawn? I'm doing good, man. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here, Seahawks. Persona is great. I just hate it because I hate making decisions. You hate making decisions? Persona is great. Nobody's hating on. Hold up. I'm not hating on Persona. The structure is booty cheeks compared to SMT 5. I just don't like the structure of Persona, and I've talked about that before. I love the gameplay, but I don't like the restrictions. I'm not a fan of the restrictiveness of Persona. Okay, if you want to level up, you've got to go to this over here, mementos or whatever. You can only do that for a certain time. You got to leave. It takes up your day. Oh, now you got to go to this day. Now you have to do a calling card before. Like, it's cute the first time, but replaying the game, like, and playing against SMT5 and how SMT5 just drops you in the game and lets you just go and play and level and not worry about this day, that day, this day, dating, like, it just reinforces that I don't like that structure. It's not terrible. It's not like it's like, oh my gosh, I hate it and I can't play it and I'm not going to play Persona 6 when it has the same structure or whatever, but I'm just not a fan of this constant stopping, waking up in your bed, talking to your cat, doing this. Okay, now I'm gonna exercise. Oh, that takes up my night. I can't exercise. I'm not a fan of that. You guys know I'm a free flowing dude. I'm not a fan of restrictions. You know, that's why I do my own thing here. I'm not a fan of restrictions and micromanaging. Like, I don't micromanage my day. You know, I just say, hey, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make sure that I put enough time. Like, I'm not a micromanager. I'm just not. And Persona is the most micromanaged modern RPG I've ever played in my freaking life. Like, it's, you know, I mean, it's worse than Fire Emblem, you know, like, it's almost as bad as it's Fire Emblem and Fire Emblem three houses and Persona both have that issue. I love Fire Emblem, but I talk about like the whole days thing. I just can't level up. I gotta this day, but it's like Persona might even be a little bit, Persona's worse. Because with Fire Emblem, at least you get like multiple things that you can do in a day. It's not like, oh, one thing takes up your whole damn afternoon. So at least with Fire Emblem, it's a little bit better, you know, in terms of it. So I think it's more of what I meant. I didn't think you were hating on it, but yeah, it's my least favorite part of the game. I spend more time in Xenoblade just aiming. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, exactly. Because you want to be free. You want to be free. Like, it's same with SMT. I walk around. I collect little doodads, relics. I fight some demons. I do some demon fusion. I do some side quests. I just run around. I just, you know, I try to find these little Mitama dudes. I try to find little glory type of spots where it's just I'm free. Like, I can play the game while I'm watching NFL, because like I can just put on my OLED and I can freely play the game. I don't have to be sitting there looking, okay, now I'm going to school, now I'm looking at this. Like, I'm not segmented. It's just a free flowing game. And then the story comes, like, when you want to do the story, it's like, it's there for you, you know? You can just level up, or you can do the story. You don't got to worry about going back and forth to mementos. It's just, everything's right there in front of you. Like I said, I'm old. I'm old school. Persona is more of a new school structure. So, you know, that's just me. You know, that's just me. Strikers did a better with story progression and leveling up. I agree. Strikers, I actually enjoyed Strikers. maybe a bit more. I don't know if I don't think Strikers is a better game than Persona 5, but I definitely think Strikers definitely has a better structure than Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal. Absolutely. Strikers was fantastic. I love the structure of Strikers. Just get in there, have fun, body people, level up. You don't have all, I mean, there's a lot of talking, but you're not worried about all this dating and all these like, stop, date. You're not worried about all that. You just play, you just have fun, man. You know? So yeah. I don't have the DLC yet. First SMT game I played, Digital Devil Saga. Didn't like the linearity, but I'm willing to give SMT 5 a go. Looks open world. Yeah, it's open. It's not like real open world, Robstar. It's like, think like Xenoblade Chronicles. It's like open ended, but not open world. So just think like a nice little areas for you to run around and play in, but it's not completely open world, you know. Hey, Ms. and Mr. Gaming. Let's go, Anna. Anna True Colors. Should we call you that? Just glad to have you back, OJ. Hope this vacation went well. I'm on a deep emotional journey to find my true self and unlock my true colors. Yes. Make sure you guys check out Ms. and Mr. Gaming. Their channel's awesome. They're cool people. Anna's good. Anna's a good person. You know, I think she might be engaged. I'm not sure. She might or might not be engaged. She might be a pro gamer. She might not be a pro gamer. Don't worry, Anna. You guys think I'm not there just because I don't say anything. I'm lurking. I'm seeing what's going on. Make sure you guys check out Ms. and Mr. Gaming. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys check them out. Hopefully though, Anna, hopefully you can take my what I'm saying to you as a 5'9" midget, old midget. Hopefully you can take what I'm saying. Who's here that, okay, there's only a few people here that know what I'm talking about. As a 5'9" old midget, you know, I appreciate your support. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Since SMT5 downloaded, how many gigabytes does it take? Let me just look it up right now. And I have it right now. So let me look at the file size. I'm pretty sure it's on the, you can see it on the eShop too. So I'm going to 55 Abby's tomorrow. What the hell does that mean? All right, system settings, data management, manage software. All right. It says SMT5 is surprisingly tiny. It is 12.7 gigabytes of file size. Although there might be a day one patch that adds to it. Like, I think like, I don't know if it's dual audio or if it's like something else, but I know that there's going to be a day one patch, but it's surprisingly small. So yeah, surprisingly small. On my Switch OLED, I still got 37 gigabytes of internal storage space, and it's loading. I think it's loading faster too because I have it on the internal storage than if I had it on a memory card. Oh, thanks, OJ. I appreciate you. I'm pretty sure you're engaged. Are you? Oh, okay. My bad. Yes, you're engaged. Yes, you're engaged. Let me see. Thank you for the informational. Hey, no problem, dude. No problem. So yeah. Absolutely. So let's go and get into some of the topics. Tomb Raider on the Switch. Okay, you guys are asking me about SMT5. A lot of you guys are asking me about it. Are you playing with? I didn't see the option. It might be downloadable. Like you have to download. It's like a day one update for the Japanese audio. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure about the audio. It might be like a day one update if they're doing that. But I'm not 100% sure. I gotta double check. But I'm playing with the English voice acting. I always play like my first playthrough with English, then my second playthrough with Japanese. Decisions in SMT5? I can't really answer that. Even if I did do it, I'm not really that far enough into where there's big enough decisions to where if it does do something. But even if I was, then I can't really answer that. How do I like the decisions? Oh, I'm not far enough in to really see the impact of it or not. Sorry, Ragged. I could answer that. Yeah, I'm not really far enough. There's not enough. Everything's just kind of like trivial at this point. Like, oh, sure, nod. Okay, go with this. There's not any big decisions yet. You know, I still haven't got to that part. But yeah, it's getting juicy though. It's getting juicy. I'm getting to past my first major boss. I'm leveling up, but I'm playing on hard, so it's like you got to level up. Like it takes a long time. You know, like it takes longer, because you have to do things differently on hard than on normal or easy. Are the side quests at SMT5 very straightforward? Some of them are straightforward, some of them are more complex. Like, some of them make you make a moral decision. Like I said, like a moral decision between, like, you know, like even like some like low-key religion, you know, type of stuff, right? Like, so, because obviously, you know, SMT is about, you know, it's about deities, it's about gods, it's about demons, it's about stuff that we all human lore, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's Japanese lore, Roman lore, Scottish lore, European lore, whatever type of, you know, various different types of lore, right? So there are interesting side quests. There's one that's actually really early that sticks out, that where you basically have to pick between, you know, somebody that's practicing as like a worship, like people that are worshiping a god, like church and everything, or as like a deity, and somebody who's like a, I want to say anti, but like wants people to be, you know, broken from that. So between demons, and you have to kind of make a choice between which one you're going to support and stuff like that. So I think it's, I mean, and that was at the very beginning of the game. So I think that there's going to be more cool stuff like that, you know. And there's also typical JRPG stuff. Hey, these people are messing up for me. Like, can you go take them out? So there's also that too, but there's also some other bigger decisions as well. In Japan, the game is 13.7 gigabytes, 1 gigabyte larger. Odd. I don't know if that's the case. I think that there's probably just like a day one update or something that does that. So the only embargo is on footage and all that, and also spoilers. Don't spoil the game. I can talk about the aspects of the game, and I can talk about some of the cool stuff with the game, but I can't spoil the game for you. But I can't show you gameplay footage and all that, but I can talk about it. That's why you've seen previews. You've seen nobody actually put up like footage of the game. It's just of it running. You can only just talk about it and use their trailers. So I wouldn't break embargo. I'm a professional, okay? Let's see. You're gonna shop Black Friday, boycott work. I don't know what you're talking about, Joel. Talk about now, dude. I got an easy mode. I think about getting it next week. Easy mode? Yeah, the game has easy mode. Easy, normal, and hard for SMT5. It's not coming out next week. It's coming out the week after. Will you get offended playing as a Catholic? No. You wouldn't get offended playing as any type of religion. You won't get offended. You won't get offended playing it because it's not necessarily about a particular religion, more so as just two sides and you can pick what side you want to support, you know? So it doesn't really matter what you are, what you practice, or if you don't practice at all, it doesn't matter. But no, there's no offensive stuff in there. It's just part, because I mean, Shin Megami Tensei has, you know, religious themes. It has religious lore. It has religious themes, religious stuff in there. It just does. It has a bunch of it, actually. You know, various different religions. You know, whether it's, you know, Middle Eastern, or whether it's American, or whether it's European or Japanese. There's all sorts of different types of lore and stuff like that, which makes it interesting. Which makes it very, very interesting. But that's been the case for Shin Megami Tensei and Persona for a long time. So fans are used to that. It's no big deal, you know? Creosin Bomb with the $3 holla with the super chat sticker. Thank you so much, Mr. Creosin Bomb. Is demon recruiting easier or the same as past SMT games? Okay, that's a good question. Because demon recruiting in this game, it's probably a little bit easier. They make things a bit easier for you in terms of what you can do, depending on the moon. So the moon goes through phases. And based on if the moon is half or if the moon is full, then half moon, full moon, you can actually get like crazy demon fusions that happen that are random, or you can get demons that are more likely to join you without having to barter with them or without having to do things on a full moon. So they're feeling in a good mood. Or let's say you go to get a demon and guess what? You're out of stock, right? How many times has that happened where you go to get a demon and you can't because your stock is full? Well, in Persona, you're kind of screwed because you have to go back to the certain thing to do that. But in SMT, what you can do is that you can go make room and then you can go back to that same demon. Not necessarily the same demon that you spoke to that time, but the same type of demon. And then he'll be like, oh, you got room now. And it's even funny because he'll tell you jokes. He'll call you like, excuse my French here for kids in the room. He'll call you a dumbass. He's like, oh, hey, this is what one of the demons said to me. He was like, oh yeah, hey you, the dumbass who didn't have enough room last time. You got enough room now. Can I join your party? And I was like, bro, I'm gonna kill you. like, how dare you speak to me that way? And he's like, okay, I'm gonna join now. And like, I'm not joking. That's like legitimately what the demon said to me. You know, he called me that for simply not having enough room last time. He's like, come back when you got more room. I go and make room, come back, and then he's like, all right, yeah, you, the guy that didn't have room, you know? He called me that. And then let me tell you another funny thing that happened with the demon. So I was doing like a demon bartering. And the demon was like, shake my hand. And I was like, okay, I'll shake your hand. And then I shook his hand, and then there was a piece of paper in my hand. And then I looked at the paper, and it says, you're a dumbass. And then it goes right back to the battle. And I'm like, bro, you've got to be kidding me. Like, like what? Did that dude just pull a prank on me? Put a piece of paper in my hand, called me that, and then challenged me right back to a battle. I'm like, I'm going to murder this dude. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's like, and that type of writing, that's just like a little bit. That type of writing is a lot. Like a lot of the demon writing is really funny, you know? It's really, really, really funny. So yeah, man, the demons will definitely roast you. Like if you say the wrong thing or if you say something they don't like, they will definitely roast you. You know, they talk about your hair. They talk about, you know, like how skinny you are or your looks or something like that. They talk about like, oh, you think that you're a god already? Psh, you ain't nothing. You ain't ish. You know, like they'll talk smack to you or they'll be nice to you. You gotta work their personality. You know. So it's pretty. The writing's good. Atlas did a good job with the writing with the demons. You know. Yeah, I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand, dude. So yeah, those are like some of the funny things that happen. And like, even that I'm telling you, even like if you run into it, it's still funny because it's one thing for me to say it, but then it's like another thing because like you don't know when it's gonna happen. It might not even happen to you. There's so many dialogue options based on what you can do. Like demons have multiple different things, so it might not even happen to you. Some of you guys, you know, might just be able to talk to them right away, and you might never hear that. You know, it's not like a foregone conclusion that you're gonna hear every single dialogue option for every single demon because all demons have different dialogue options. You know. So there's some stuff that I've never heard with certain demons, right? Because I guessed everything right in terms of their personality. So I didn't hear all the other stuff that they say. So there's some stuff that I'll never hear or I'll never know. And there's so, you know, so yeah. It's pretty funny though. Because the more you just describe it, the more I want to play. Yeah, it's very fun. Like I said, if you like, you know, Persona or Tokyo Mirage Sessions, or obviously if you're an SMT fan, then you're already going to buy the game. But if you're into Tokyo Mirage Systems or Persona, or if you're into Xenoblade, I think that Xenoblade, while it's not a direct comparison when it comes to gameplay, like the actual gameplay, because one of them's more of an action RPG with some MMO elements, so the gameplay isn't necessarily the same. But if you like the structure of a Xenoblade, in terms of like open-ended areas, monsters running at you, big old huge punishing monsters that are right there at the beginning, free-flowing type of game with story set pieces, kind of Xenoblade it's got a lot of cutscenes, so it's kind of hands-on, but it's not like annoying hands-on. You'll do your cutscene, then you'll be done. You'll do your cutscene, then you'll be done. You'll have your side quests. Side quests are usually not voiced. You can just read through them real quickly. You'll have your little log, do your side quests, then go. It's not all jumbled like Tokyo Mirage Sessions is jumbled, or like Persona is jumbled. It's not quite, the structure's weird, you know, or other type of RPGs really structure's weird. It's more of a, you know, of an open-ended type of game. Tales of Arise is another type of game that I can think of too. That's a kind of open-ended, you know, game that just lets you kind of play around and do this like traditional RPG, just done extremely well. High quality, high production value. You know, I think that's what Tales of Arise and SMT5 share more in common, is that they are top of the line production value JRPGs for the systems that they're on. Xenoblade is not necessarily graphically top of the line, but it's a game with a lot of soul and passion. Like the developers are very technically good. You know, they do more with less. Whereas, you know, those companies need more people, more resources. Monosoft can do more with less, right? So SMT5 is definitely, graphically speaking though, SMT5 is definitely a cut above Xenoblade, you know, and a cut above almost pretty much every single RPG on the Switch. Maybe Dragon Quest is there, but I'm not even sure if Dragon Quest is. It's probably the best looking RPG on the Switch, you know. Blue Dragon with the $5. Put the dollars in the pockets. Thank you for the $5, sir. Got another question about the game, the combat. Bayonetta almost combat is like just like Bayonetta. SMT5, no. I haven't tried out the DLC for SMT5. No, I don't know if I even have it. 15.6 gigabytes. I got 12.7, but maybe there's a day one update. Karen Bucky with the $3 says, OJ, play Etrian Odyssey 3 End of Raging Waves. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Thank you for the $3. Shoutouts. End of Raging Waves. Shoutouts to the JoJo boys today. We're hitting up on our JoJos too. We got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 JoJo boys today. So let's go. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you so much. Let's get this music going. Remember, guys, if you do drop a donation, make sure you put a music track. A lot of you guys have not put any music tracks that you wanted, or put a music track that you want. So if you already donated, let me know in the chat and I'll play some music for you guys. The people that donated. Or if you become a member, you can request a track too. Can demons surrender in previous SMT games? I haven't had a demon surrender to me yet. No. But I've had a demon offer to let me go from the beginning. So asking for my surrender. But no, and to be honest, those demon surrenders got annoying at times. Like, they really did get annoying at times. If I want to, like, I don't need a demon surrender. I'm just going to beat you up, man. You know, like, or you can just run away. If you really want, just run. I don't need you talking to me every single time. So that got kind of annoying. I'm actually glad that there's no demon surrendering, because that would happen quite a bit in Persona. And I kind of don't like that. Just run away, you know, or just say, I'm going to join your team, like, you know. So, but yeah, I haven't ran into a demon surrender, but they do say, hey, if you pay me this amount of money, I'll go away, you know. Hey, what's up, K-Mac? I was into Dragon Age Origins, but that's passable real time. Yeah, Dragon Age Origins is a completely different style of game. Completely different, you know? So I've been playing Zelda, I think the Ocarina of Time for the first time, and I'm being hooked. The first time playing Ocarina of Time? Oh, wow. Well, have fun. That's a fantastic, legendary game. You want to get... Is it easy to grind for money in SMT5? The money seems a bit low where I'm at, but I'm at the beginning. It might be better later, but really you make a lot of money by just getting the little doodads called relics. So you gotta find like these little like vending machines that have relics, and that's where you really make all your money, is the vending machine. So it's not hard. All you gotta do is just, if you save and go to like the world of demons, most of the relics repopulate in the world. So if you just want to keep on farming them, you can. But yeah, but like the demons themselves don't give you a lot of money where I'm at. Maybe it gets better later. But yeah, most of the time, like when you want money, you need to farm the relics, you know, which isn't the easiest, because they're you know, once you get them, you have to find another one, or you have to go back to the save, and sometimes they don't even repopulate. It takes a little bit of time. So I mean, not right now. It doesn't seem like it's farming for money is easy, but it's not like hard. Like, I've got money, you know. Players, is this SMT5 story as complex or as deep as Xenoblade? It looks like it might get that way. I'm not far enough to really know that right now. I've already beat Xenoblade games. I haven't beat SMT5 yet. Combat, like, if you like the combat, like an action game. No, it's not an action game. It's turn-based, Mr. Davis. Do you mind playing some Pokemon Diamond music, please? Yes, I'll play that I'll play that next, Blue Dragon. Thank you for the support, bro. Like always, shout-outs, man. I really do appreciate your support on the channel. Alright. Fundraise mechanic? There might be, but I haven't encountered it yet. Finally able to snag an OLED from Best Buy today. OJ, what's up, by the way? What's up, JV? So were you having troubles getting it on launch? You guys want to talk about these Tomb Raider games? All right, so we've got some Tomb Raider games coming to the Switch, which I heard about like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. So Lara Croft, Guardian of Light, as well as Lara Croft, the Temple of Osiris. So Osiris are both coming to Switch. Square Enix just announced the company is teaming up with Feral Interactive, the studio that previously brought Grid Autosport and Alien Isolation to the console. That's actually pretty positive news because Alien Isolation is one of the best ports on the Switch. It's like better than like the PS4 version in terms of like how it looks and runs and stuff. So that's good. Lara Croft, the Guardian of Light, initially released in 2010. Then in 2014, Crystal Dynamics made Lara Croft, Temple of Osiris. These games marked the debut of the Tomb Raider franchise on the Switch. So yeah, but it's not like the main line Tomb Raider games. I think this might lead. I think this is gonna lead into the Tomb Raider games though, because I can just say it now. I heard that a lot of the Tomb Raider games are coming. I heard that these games are coming, and then I heard that like Tomb Raider, like the Tomb Raider reboot is coming. I heard that game's coming, not the latest one, but the first game and maybe Rise of Tomb Raider are coming too. But I heard for sure, that these two games and Tomb Raider reboot is coming. So I don't know when they're going to do the Tomb Raider reboot, but I think that they're just doing these ones first. So yeah. Demon sacrificing to boost your Nahobino stats, or just demon partners stats. Sacrificing to boost your stats. There might be that later, but essentially what you do is you gain essences, and those essences you can use to to learn from these demons, but also you get these little gems. I think sometimes they drop them or whatever, which increase your speed or your abilities and stuff like that. But I don't know about sacrificing them to actually boost your stats. I haven't got to that yet, or if there is that. Goat says Grid is very good as well, extremely well. Oh, extremely good. Okay, yeah, I haven't played that, so I didn't know, but it's good to hear. Looks like Feral Interactive is pretty good because I know I have Alien Isolation. That's a solid port. That's a really good port. You know, Tomb Raider sounds like it will struggle in terms of performance. I hope it runs decently at least. Sounds like it will struggle. Why would it sound like it will struggle? It's a 360 game. Those Lara Croft titles are pretty solid. I think NS is a great platform for people that missed on the small, medium-sized third-party games across Xbox 360 and PS3. Yeah, I don't understand why people think that a 360 game will struggle. I don't understand that. There's plenty of ports that run great. We have stuff that's even like current gen games, like let's say Mortal Kombat. You know, Mortal Kombat 11, or you know, other stuff that was on PlayStation 4, like I said, you know, Grid, or like Alien Isolation, or lots of games that have came out that run great. Skyrim, for example, that run fantastic on Switch. I don't understand why 360 Tomb Raider would struggle when there's countless examples of games running great or games running fine. That doesn't make sense to me. What's the logic behind that? I want to know, because I hear it a lot. So what's the logic behind that type of thought process? I saw one guy at GameStop. I saw one guy at GameStop. I went to buy 2 OLED switches. 2 OLED switches? What do you need 2 for? But OJ, can you do combos? It's a turn-based RPG, so there's combos within certain skills and or abilities that you get. But it's not action. It's not action, Mr. Davis. It's turn-based. Okay, so think Persona, think Fire Emblem, think turn-based RPG. Those Lara Croft titles are pretty solid. I think NS is okay. Hold on, I already read that. Yeah, Mr. Paul Gale. Yes. Dying Light runs amazingly, and I had my doubts. Yeah, Dying Light runs good, and they even updated it today or recently, right? Dying Light runs pretty good. I'm hearing that World War Z runs pretty good, you know, on Switch. I'm hearing. I mean, so I don't understand why a 360 game like this would sound like it runs bad. I don't get that. Not all ports perform well. Just saying, it's fine to be skeptical. That's my logic. Well, no, you said it sounds like it runs bad. So why does it sound like it runs bad when there's countless examples of ports that run good? There's actually more examples of ports that run good than ports that run bad. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what 360 games, because that's a 360 game at the end of the day. What 360 games legitimately run bad on the Switch? There's not many. I think Digital Foundry is in your ear, or people online are in your ear when it comes to that, because most of the ports that I've played, most of the third-party ports are actually run pretty good. They don't. There's actually not a problem. But the ones that don't run good, or PS4, Xbox One games, you know, certain ones that don't, or bad coding or whatever the case is, those ones get blown up. But like stuff like The Witcher 3, which is a current gen game, that actually runs pretty good on the Switch. You know, runs pretty damn good. So I mean, I think there's more examples of games running good than games running bad, to be honest, with the major titles. So I don't understand why it would sound like it's gonna run bad when there's countless examples of games that run good. You know. Yeah, those comments are strange. 360 was a 2005 machine with 512 gigabytes of RAM. Switch is 2017 with 4 gigabytes of RAM. Switch can handle anything from 360 to PS3. Exactly. No, skip it. He was talking about the Tomb Raider reboot. He wasn't talking about the Temple of not the Temple of Osiris games, not the isometric Tomb Raider games. Says Tomb Raider just she can't handle the voluptuousness of Tomb Raider. It'll make the Switch chug. I don't know. I guess he had money. I guess he had money to burn. Oh, okay. Somebody else was buying too. Okay, cool. Do you think Star Ocean can run on the Switch? Of course it can. That game looks. Yeah, I think it can. Why not? If Witcher can, why not? Why not? Why not Star Ocean? Star Ocean doesn't look anything crazy. Were you impressed with Star Ocean's graphics? I know I wasn't. I think Shin Megami Tensei 5 looks better. I was not impressed with Star Ocean's graphics, but it's Star Ocean. That's the graphical style of Star Ocean, but I was not impressed. I don't think that game looks particularly like good graphically. But I mean, are you impressed with those graphics? Hey, what's up, Ventus? No, you don't have to apologize for your poor choice of words. I mean, it's okay. But I just don't understand why I just didn't understand why a 360 game would. You said it sounds like it would be. Like, not that it will be, or not that you said it sounds just because it's Tomb Raider, and just because it's Xbox and PlayStation. Like, I don't think you knew that the game was on 360. I don't think you knew that. I think you thought it was a PS4, Xbox One game, or PS5 or Xbox Series game. But it's a 360 game though. Ant with the $5 says, what's the 2021 JRPG that you really wanted to play but haven't had a chance to? The one that I want to play that I really Tales of Arise. I played the demo, but I haven't played the full game yet because I was overseas and I left the game at my mom's house, and I'm playing SMT 5 right now. So yeah, absolutely, Tales of Arise is the one game. And also Scarlet Nexus. I played the demo, but I haven't played enough of the full game yet. So those are two games that I definitely want to get into. But Tales of Arise for sure. Tales of Arise for sure. Oh snap, we got a lot of donations coming through. Shout outs to Creosin Bomb with the Joe. Shout outs to the JoJo Boys and Jawbreaker with the $5. Enough. Even though I have no history with the franchise, you really selling me on SMT 4. I think I meant SMT 5. I might hold off on Guardians of the Galaxy and get this. Here's what I'll say, because Guardians of the Galaxy is really good. It's a good game. Buy the game that you will like more. If you like the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, you like what they're doing, I'm not gonna tell you to pick SMT 5 instead if you're not used to it. So I don't want to steer you wrong. However, I do think from what I've seen, haven't played Guardians of the Galaxy, but from what I've seen, I think SMT 5 is a better game overall. But I think that you should get what you like, Creosin Bomb. So if you enjoy Marvel, you enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy, you enjoy that franchise, just pick that up and maybe you get SMT 5 later. But also note that Guardians of the Galaxy will probably be cheaper sooner. So if you want to get SMT 5 now and then later get Guardians of the Galaxy on discount, you can do that too, because I'm almost positive Guardians of the Galaxy will be a Black Friday, you know, $20-something special or $30 special, you know? So yeah, it's up to you though. And I don't think SMT 5 is going to get discounted anytime soon, you know? Jawbreaker with the $5 says, I'm surprised Square Enix didn't announce the Switch version of Star Ocean 6. Perhaps they are moving on from Switch now. No, because they just literally just announced some Lara Croft games, and we have Triangle Strategy that's coming out as well. So no, that's not it at all. That doesn't mean that they're moving on from the Switch. No, that's not it at all. It's just probably something that they didn't plan for the Switch in terms of what they're doing. It's an x86 type of game with Xbox and PlayStation. So it's probably just that. Or maybe they're going to bring it over later down the line. But no, I'm a Square Enix ambassador. So, I mean, I know Square Enix, and I can 100% guarantee you that they're not moving on because of a AA, you know, type of game. I mean, they brought Bravely Default 2 to the Switch. They're bringing Triangle Strategy that's coming out next year. They're bringing the Dragon Quest game. You know, Dragon Quest, the remake, Dragon Quest Remake, Dragon Quest 3 in HD 2D. They're bringing that game to the Switch. That's going to come, what, next year? That's going to be next year. So there's games coming out this year, and there's games coming out next year, and they're still announcing ports and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know why you'd say that when we already have games that are confirmed for Switch next year, too. Skip, it says it's interesting. But thank you for the $5, Jawbreaker. It's interesting that Square Enix is bringing Western games to Switch. Tomb Raider, Life is Strange, Marvel, Cloud game. In the past, they only did Japanese games. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing Skip It just said right there. I mean, we did get a Cloud version, but still, it's something, I guess. Cloud version of Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, they're bringing Tomb Raider. Life is Strange is not Cloud version. That's actually Square Enix. That game's coming to Switch as well. The True Colors and the remaster or whatever. So Square Enix is still one of the top publishers on the Switch. There's just going to be some games that were built for Xbox, built for, 55 gigabytes or built for those platforms and not on Switch. That's just what it is. Switch isn't going to get everything, which I've already explained a million times. That's just how it is, dude. This is how it is, man. Just not going to get everything just because of the architecture, the way that it is. There's file size limitations with the cartridges. There's just all sorts of things that are different. So it's just gonna have to deal with it. That doesn't mean that they've moved on because they don't bring one game or they don't bring X or Y game, Yes, Octopath Traveler 2 will happen. Yes. Actually, I think they even talked about already kind of discussing what's happening with that game. Have I played a AA games from Square like Dungeon Encounters cards game? I don't know. I haven't played that. I want to see Dragon Quest 12, the upcoming Mana game on the Switch. That'd be dope. The upcoming Mana game is probably going to be on Switch. Dragon Quest 12 is probably going to be on Switch, the next Switch. Dragon Quest 12 isn't anytime soon. That game is probably a 2023 or 2024 game. That game's probably in a couple years. They announced Dragon Quest games really early in the lifespan. Okay, so like Dragon Quest 11 was announced in 2015. Okay, and then the game came out in 2017 or was it 2018? 2017, I think, or was it 2018? One of those two. I think it came out a year later in the US. So 2018, and then it came out 2019. So yeah, it was over Japan. It came out 2017. US, it came out 2018 for the PS4, and then Switch, it came out 2019. So it was over the course of 3 years the game got rolled out. So Dragon Quest 12 is probably going to be a worldwide release. So they're probably going to push it back to as far as possible in terms of to release. They're not going to roll it out. So I'm guessing that it's going to be a 2023 or 2024 game at the earliest. 2 years from when they, from this year. So that's probably going to be Switch 2. That's what I'm guessing. Play AJ, think Dragon Quest 12 is on Switch. I mean, it could be. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a cross-gen game. I think that it would be a very bad idea to not have Dragon Quest on Switch because the install base is just too big. And if it's a PlayStation 5 game only, Dragon Quest is massive in Japan. Unless they have some type of master plan to shift the series in terms of popularity over to the West way more than Japan. Obviously, not releasing even on the vanilla Switch would probably be a bad idea. Square Enix took the time to make Dragon Quest 11 on a 3DS, which is way less powerful than, it's not the same game. It's obviously a different game, but they did take the time to make Dragon Quest 11 on there. So if they have to make a custom version of Dragon Quest 11, then make another version, for the other systems, then I think that's probably the smart thing to do. But I think that not releasing Dragon Quest 12 on the Switch would probably be a very, very bad business decision. But that's just me. Square Enix might be thinking something different, That's probably a bad business decision, considering how well that game sold, considering how well it sold. Holy freaking moly! What is Khaled? What are you doing, bruh? Khaled Cooper swooping it up to Khaled. My man out here. Khaled, my boy, hit me up on Twitter, man. I got to give you a personal thank you, bruh. Goodness gracious, what are you doing, man? Holy smokes, Khaled Cooper. Again, this man just be dropping them every week or every other week, dude. Holy smokes, Khaled. Thank you for the huge support. You guys give some love to freaking Khaled Cooper with a big $200 donation. Thank you so much. Khaled, my man, representing the Elite Ninjas, the round tables. Yeah, we got this man Khaled in the round table when I was overseas. My man. Round table. Let's go. Khaled C with that $200 donation. Thank you for that. Guys, put those Nook bells in the chat for Khaled Cooper. Put those Nook bells, man. We got you up on top stream the stream, Okage. Let's get it. Thank you for the support, dude. Thank you for the support, dude. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoy the streams enough to support like this, and you continue supporting. I appreciate your continued support, Khaled. But please, if you're on Twitter, please hit me up, man. Please hit me up, and I'll definitely get something going for you in terms of like a stream or something like that. You know, I'll definitely get something, because like that's crazy support to be dropping, and me not actually do anything for you, bro. So if you can, please hit me up on Twitter, DM me. And we can put together something, man. And of course, you know, whenever you have time. Shout outs though, thank you. If it wasn't for COVID, I should give Khaled a hug. Yeah, my man supporting the stream, But I mean, we got big changes coming to the stream. I mean, you guys' support is integral to the stream. I mean, YouTube is kicking into gear. I'm hoping that really next year really expands the channel more. I think the channel's doing great. I mean, obviously, you know, we're 80K plus. We have supporters. Like, it's good. I enjoy what I'm doing, you know, but I think next year is really when like this channel kind of gets what we deserve. And I say we as in a community, you know, because YouTube, it seems like they're going to be promoting. They're going to finally do a better job with not jacking up the algorithm with YouTube gaming. They're going to do a better job with promoting people who use the service, the streams. So if you stream more often, you're going to get more publicity. You know, so they're adding gifted memberships in 2022. They're adding quite a bit of stuff. And like I said that they're gonna do this because you can't bring Tim the Tap Man, you can't bring the Valkyrie chick, you can't bring Dr. Lupo, you can't bring all these guys and then not do all the stuff that Twitch does. You know? So I already knew that they were investing and they're gonna do this stuff. So yeah, next year I think that's when the channel really blows up and maybe we get 150K or 100K plus, because right now things are kind of being held back, and you guys' support has been integral to the channel, because obviously the views aren't that great on this channel, but the support is really good, and the algorithm with me streaming jacks up my channel in terms of growth. It just jacks it up when you stream as much as I do. But I think next year it might fix that based off of what it looks like they're going to do an algorithm change, you know. So I mean, it took Tim the Tap Man and it took all those guys to really push them into gear, but hey, you know, trickle down. Yeah, they're actually doing something. That's good. They're actually doing something, which is good. YouTube gaming's getting good. I mean, Twitch definitely needs to watch their back a little bit. YouTube gaming's getting good. I will give them credit. I'll give credit where credit is due. You guys know I've been pretty hard on YouTube, but I'll give credit where credit is due. I think that they're doing I'd give them like a C plus, you know, at this point, a C plus, because some of the stuff they're addressing it. But shout outs to Khaled, man. Thank you for the support, dude. I think Triangle Strategy could go to Game Pass or PC later. Yeah, just like Octopath Traveler did. Yeah, it could. Yeah, and hopefully that helps you out too, Ms. and Mr. Because like you remember what I told you guys about. I mean, I still don't recommend even with these new changes, I still don't recommend streaming on YouTube like consistently. I still don't recommend starting a streaming channel. I don't recommend that. I still recommend, you know, making regular edited content and clickbait and clickbait. You know, that's what I recommend. I recommend doing that. That is the way to grow on YouTube. You make a regular channel, you make regular edited content, you know, either daily regular edited content, and then you clickbait, or you make content like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and like you just clickbait. That's the way to grow on YouTube. But hopefully this does help out people who already started their streaming channels and who already do stuff. So yeah. Wonder how good Dread is tracking. Check out my sales videos that I've already made. I've already made multiple sales videos on Dread. So go check out my videos on Dread in terms of if you want to know how it's tracking. I've already reported on that multiple times. Basically, if the game runs bad, then it has to because Switch is too underpowered. Then essentially, that's the thought process that some people have. A Mega Man X game in the style of Metro Dread would be legit. Yeah, check out my video. I talked about that recently. I actually had a thumbnail of Mega Man and Samus in the thumbnail, so check that video out if you have it. Arborstone, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Am I enjoying SMT5? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Any frame rate issues? Not that I know of. Streams have been notorious for artificing, so it's hard to tell. If you watch the regular trailers, there is none. So I don't know why you're watching Nintendo streams when there's trailers of the game. So watch the trailers, Lloyd. I don't know. the trailers are it looks every bit as good in the trailers. So watch those instead of Nintendo's like streaming and stuff like that. Yeah, streaming's always gonna get you lower quality than like a direct feed video, or you know, but Atlas has direct feed videos, so watch those, and that's how the game looks. The game, there's no smoke and mirrors. Watch my videos and look at the trailers, and it looks every bit as good as it says in the trailers, you know, or as it looks in the trailers. How's OLED model on the go, OJ? Used in this stuff. I used to order stuff out of stock. I haven't tried it on the go yet, but I've tried it in my house. I played it last night, and it's fantastic. It feels heavier than a regular Switch. It feels premium. It feels better quality. It feels premium. It feels good for the most part. I mean, if you're not comfortable with the Joy-Cons, it's still not going to be comfortable. But, you know, no Joy-Con drift right now. It looks great, and if you have a Smash Brothers controller, it looks like they literally came out together. So, I mean, like, so yeah, it's really nice. It's actually really nice. Hey, what's up, Nuka? Hey, what's up, Khaled? It says the screen is phenomenal. I love it. Yeah, the screen's really good. I mean, I've been a big fan of OLED tech for a while now, though. Ever since I got my LG CX last year, I think OLED tech is definitely the wave, you know? Like, I love OLED. OLED's so good. It makes the games look better. It doesn't actually, but then it does. Because the vibrancy and the colors, it makes it pop. It makes it look really good. Yeah, SMT looks gorgeous on the OLED. But if you have an OLED TV, I think don't quote me on this, but I think the frame rate's unlocked. So I think it runs a bit faster when it's docked. But don't quote me on that, guys. But it looks great. If you have an OLED TV, it looks great. Or if you have the game docked, it looks good docked too. But OLED is the way to go for this game, in my opinion. So yeah. Square Enix confirmed Dragon Quest XII was going to be the franchise first worldwide release. Okay, yeah, you're right about that. So exactly, that's what I thought. It was going to be a worldwide release. They have to at this point. Any developer at this point, any major developer, any big developer, any, you know, major RPG developer, you can't be doing segmented releases anymore. That stuff is trash. Just listen, I get it. You want to get the game out to the Japanese audience, but I mean, like, just wait till you're done. And like segmenting it and saying Japan gets it first and having to worry about spoilers and all this other, like, people that already know what happens and not spoiling the game, and it's just cut it out. Just wait. You don't need to get it out in Japan first. Like, unless you really need the money. If you need the money, okay, then get it out in Japan first. But Square Enix can wait, because they're gonna make $1 billion on Dragon Quest, so they're gonna make 500+ million on Dragon Quest. So you can wait one more year that it takes to do the localization of voices. You can wait that year and you'll still make that same money. Square Enix, I mean, it's not like you're on borrowed money, you know? And I understand for, like, you know, certain developers, they might need that Japanese money quick. Okay, then get the game out then. I get that. Like a Nippon Ichi, a Disgaea, games like that. But if you're Square Enix, or if you're Nintendo, or if you're Sony, or if you're Microsoft, there's really no need to be sitting there and waiting all that, you know? There really is no need. So yeah. Jawbreaker says, what do you think about the N64 Switch Online debacle? I heard some terrible things. I'm not really a big fan of subscription service gaming or classic online. Like, I don't play the games, so I don't really care too much. Like, I understand people are upset. Just don't buy it, you know? Like, it's really just, that's what it comes down to. So I'm not really, like, too upset or mad. I have it. Nintendo gave me a code for it, but I haven't played it yet. And I'm just not big on that. Like, I'm just not big on, I don't care. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, to be honest. Like, if the games aren't good, or if it's not good, then just don't buy it. If it's trash and it's terrible, then just don't buy it. It's an expansion. If it was a force to buy, then okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were raising the price of the basic online, you know, and like they made you do it if you wanted the online play, then okay. But they don't. So if it's bad and if it's terrible and PC's better, or if it's whatever, if you're hearing, or just don't get it. Then just don't get it and wait till it's better, or just don't worry about it. But that's kind of like, that's my thought process. Like, I don't care. It's not that I'm trying to defend anything. I'm not gonna sit here and fake care about it because other people are angry and mad. I just don't care about playing N64 games online like that. I mean, I'll try it out. I think it's cool. I'll check it out for sure. I'll definitely make a video on it and give my thoughts. But I mean, I don't know emulation. Like, I don't know what's good. I don't do emulation on PC. Like, I don't do all that. So I'm unqualified to really talk about if it's bad or if it's really good, or I'm really not qualified enough because I don't play emulation enough, you know? I really don't. Yeah, just buy the Steam Deck or PC to emulate Nintendo games. I don't subscription-based. Yeah, I'm not a subscription-based gamer. I'm really not a subscription-based gamer. Like, subscription services, I don't buy the subscription service so I can play X, Y, or Z game. Like, Xbox, like games with gold. I used to pay for Xbox Live back in the day. Well, when I paid for Xbox Live, that's because I played Xbox Live games. It wasn't because they did games for gold. It wasn't because I was getting this. PS Plus. It wasn't because they were giving me PS Plus games. I don't care. I just pay for it because I want to play a game online. If I don't get, if there isn't a game that I want to play online, then I won't have the service. Plain and simple. And that's why I don't have Xbox Live and I don't have PS Plus right now. There's no games that I want to play. Back then I wanted to play Uncharted. Back then I wanted to play Halo. You know, but there's no games that I want to play. So since there's no games that I want to play, I don't have the service. I don't need 1,000 games dropped in my inbox. Like, I don't. You know, I get it for other people, and I get online and service-based gaming is the future. I get that, but I don't care enough about service-based gaming. I don't care about Game Pass. I don't buy Game Pass. I don't care about PS Plus. I don't care about PS Now. I don't care about Stadia. I don't care about, like, I don't care about Nintendo Switch Online. I don't play Nintendo Switch Online games enough. I don't play the classic games enough. It's cool, and I'm glad that it's there. But after the Wii U, when I spent like $1,000 on Wii U games, Wii U Virtual Console, because of nostalgia, I'm done. I'm kind of done. So I'm happy that it's just included in my $20 package, or if my $50 pack. I'm just happy that it's included because there's still games that I'd like to have just in case, or if I ever get the itch to play it. But I don't feel like paying individually for those games for X, Y, and Z game, you know? Like, I don't want to buy Super Metroid again, you know? Like, I've already bought Super Metroid like 15 times, so it's cool that it comes with this service or whatever, just so, okay, cool, I got Super Metroid again, you know? So that's just kind of my thought process. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and act like I sit here and play classic games all day. I don't, you know? I really don't. I don't have the time, nor do I have the patience to sit there and play classic games, you know? I just don't. Yeah, I'm not curious about any type of game. Mark, when I was younger, I would have probably ate up Game Pass. I think Game Pass would have been hype for me, but I'm not curious. I already know what I like. I'm a very direct and meticulous person. I've been playing games for 30 plus years. I can look at a game and already know if it's good or not. I can just look at a game. That's why I'm so sure on certain games, guys. Like when it's stuff that I like, I know. Like when I look at stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know if that's a good. I can't tell about Western games. I'm not as good on those. But when it comes to like stuff that I know, like Tales of Arise, what did I tell you guys about Tales of Arise? As soon as I saw Tales of Arise, I said, guys, this game is going to be legit a banger. Like, and I even said before, when Tales of Arise was being compared to Scarlet Nexus, like which one's going to be better, I told you guys, Tales of Arise will be the better game. Before we even played, before the demo even came out, before we even knew about, like, I said Tales of Arise will be the better game. It will review better. People will buy it more. That will be the better game. Before I even played either one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not curious about any games. Like, if I want it, I'll buy it. I'm really not. And I don't have time to be sitting there and looking through catalogs of games to see if I'm... I get it. For other people, do that. Like, it's cool. I understand. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But for me, it's not something that I want to waste time on. I want to play my RPGs. I've got a backlog the size of Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time to be sitting here and cycling through games that I might be curious about. I need to play the games that I've already bought that are freaking wrapped up and I haven't even played yet, or the countless numbers of games that Nintendo and Capcom and Sega and all these companies just give me. I gotta cover those games. I don't have time for Game Pass, man. I just don't. That's just me. That's my lifestyle. Everybody's different, you know? But my backlog is insane. I don't need to add. All Game Pass and all these subscription service games do is add to my insane backlog. Look at this. I played a lot of this stuff, and this isn't even on my Switch games. I got a whole nother rack up here. Like, half of these games are like I haven't beat. Like, from here all the way, there's like a bunch of these games I haven't beat. I've got an insane backlog. Oh, by the way, I got games behind there too. I've got more games behind there. By the way, these are all wrapped up. These are all wrapped up. They're not open, by the way. Oh, and guess what? I've got another rack behind here too. Here's another rack of, oh my gosh, all unopened games. Goodness gracious. And like I said, I got a whole nother row up there of unopened games. I've already got Game Pass. I've got Game Pass. And don't even get me started on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Oh my God, bro, my backlog, it's terrible. I don't have time for Game Pass. I don't have time for Nintendo Switch Online playing all day. I don't have time for PS Plus. Y'all enjoy it, but not me. I don't got time for it. Let's see here. Answer my question. I want to know what's going on with physical Cougar. You only do the think you can. You know what? I don't know what game you're talking about. Freddy Cougar. I think meant Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know about that game. Let's see here. Imagine Xbox trying to sell OG on Game Pass and it practically shows all the. I mean, if they want to give me a free Game Pass thing, but the problem is that like I don't even want to wait for the games to download on Game Pass. Like I'm so finicky on this type of stuff, guys. I'm not a modern Game Pass dude. I'm not a modern guy. I'm a classic. Get me like either digitally download whatever, or get me like the physical. I'm not like oh this game's gonna be on here, then it's gonna disappear tomorrow. And then, oh, well, you can get it. I'm just, if I stop paying for the service, that game, I'm just not, that's just not me, man. I'm not that with new games. It's just not me. Because I'm the same. I have so much to play. I don't need these services. Yeah, I just don't need the services. I only pay for Nintendo Switch Online because whenever I forget to actually use the codes that Nintendo gives me, because usually Nintendo will give me they'll drop a code in my inbox for Nintendo Switch Online, but sometimes I pay for it or it's on automatic renew and I forget to take it off. And I'm like, oh, I got a code there, and I tell Nintendo like, hey, I already automatically renewed it. You know, can I use it for next year? Like, oh yeah, you can just use it for next year. Or they just drop another code. Like they just dropped the code. I didn't ask for it. They just dropped the code for Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack. I was like, okay, cool. I just used it, and I'm like, let me just cover it. Let me see if I can get a video out. Like I don't know, like Monday or something. I'm not sure. So yeah. What's your top 3 games in the backlog? Top 3 games I still need to play in my backlog. Probably like Tales of Arise for sure. Tales of Arise, Scarlet Nexus, yeah, Scarlet Nexus, Tales of Arise. Let me try to see if I can pick a Switch game. Like Beat. A lot of these games I don't even care about. A lot of these games are ports. I beat all of the main Nintendo, like all of the main Nintendo first-party games. I beat those. Like all the main exclusives, I beat all of those. So it's not like I have those in my backlog. But probably like Indivisible's in my backlog. So this game right here, Indivisible, I still haven't beat it yet. I put like 15 hours into it. But maybe Indivisible, that game's pretty good, and I haven't beat it yet. So yeah, that's in my backlog. Odd question. You think Nintendo Game Freak would ever put their DS Pokemon games on Switch? Maybe, but probably not on the Switch. But Dread is amazing. 4K 60 is insane. Shows Nintendo's slack. I own the game, but Dread is amazing. 4K shows Nintendo's slack. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna get 4K 60 frames per second on a Nintendo Switch and not have it explode. You know. But yeah. I mean, that's cool. Play it however you want to play it. But yeah, that'd be impossible to do on a handheld system or on a portable system. That'd be impossible. Be impossible to do. Or the system's gonna cost like $1,000. Or yeah, it's gonna cost like $1,000. I mean, because you can't even get 4K 60 on a Steam Deck, and that's like $800 for like the highest end model, or like you're not getting 4K 60 on that because you're not even getting above 720p. You're not even getting an OLED screen on that. You're getting an LCD screen. You're getting a screen worse than the Switch OLED screen. So yeah, that's impossible. Switch Pro wouldn't be able to do that either. 4K 60 on a handheld? Switch Pro's not even gonna get you that, bro. Like I said, unless you want 2 hours of battery life or an hour of battery life. But no, you're not gonna get that on a Switch Pro. You're not even gonna get that on a Switch 2. A 4K 60? No. Look at the price of the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is a high-end modern system in 2021, and that is nowhere near 4K 60. That is not 4K 60. Some games will run at 60, but a lot of games are going to be 30 or going to be uncapped. It's not going to be 4K 60, and that's like $700 for the highest end model. So, no. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I know you're clowning, but I'm just saying it's not for those who are thinking that can happen. I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to give you guys the realism here, because some people think that can happen. Not even some. A lot of people feel that, oh yeah, Nintendo can make a system that does 4K 60 handheld for $300. It's like, no. No. Will Steam Deck on Monster Hunter Rise be better than Switch? What do you mean by better? Like graphics wise? Yeah, it should, because the Steam Deck is more powerful than the Switch. I just tweeted some news that would be good for a video tomorrow. Should have just told me, Stealth. You want to keep it secret? Did you DM me? Because you know how Twitter does sometimes. Your tweet didn't come up. So yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Advance Wars, Reboot Camp. Yeah, I saw that. Good stuff. I'll retweet you. I'll probably do a video on it maybe Monday or something. Maybe Monday. Steam Deck doesn't have physical games. It's a physical games. That's a big downside. Yes, that is a big downside. I'm glad that you brought that up. Steam Deck does not have real physical. That is a huge downside for me. Like a very, very big downside. I like the option of real physical games. Now, however, there is mitigation with this. It is the risk is mitigated because Steam has so many deals, right? But having to download everything and not having the option to even have game cartridges is a big turnoff for me. You know? I was really talking about the fact that Nintendo's shutting down 2 offices. Oh, wait, hold up. Nintendo's shutting down 2 offices. Okay, what offices are they shutting down? Okay, that's going to be interesting. Nintendo's shutting down California, Toronto offices, moving everything to Seattle. Oh, okay. Moving to pursue. Okay, Nick Chavez is leaving Nintendo to pursue another job, which is a position held by Doug Bowser and Reggie before they became president of NOA. Unexpected. Yeah, okay, so they're closing 2 and they're consolidating everything in Seattle. Oh, I see. Yeah, I can see. I mean, it looks like they're consolidating and also trying to avoid these California taxes too, and those Toronto taxes, those Toronto expenses, and just putting everything in Seattle. So there's no, everybody communicates, everybody's in one area, no having to Zoom call and all that. Like, I get that, and that sucks for Nick Chavez because he probably doesn't want to move. He doesn't want to move his family. So obviously, there's going to be people who are going to leave. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. So that, what about like Nintendo Minute, like Kit and Krista, they'd have to move, or are they already in Seattle? I'm pretty sure that people would just move. They'd probably just go with the company. They would just go with Nintendo, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo will offer services for people to move too. But yeah, interesting for sure. Interesting. I mean, it's happened before. We've seen these type of things happen before, but it looks like Nintendo just wants everything in one area or everything under one company. Kind of like how the Pokemon company moved into like Nintendo's offices. Kind of like that too. Or not the Game Freak. Gladiator with the $4.99 says, not really the biggest fan of Nintendo's first party, but Metroid demo just gave me a reason to pick up Switch Lite again, so I'm buying it. Not a big fan of Nintendo's Switch first party games? What? That is a very rare occurrence to hear somebody say that, but thank you for the $4.99. Nintendo's first party is amazing. Don't know if it means anything, but Nintendo just got GoldenEye N64 banned unbanned in Germany. Yeah, but I'm not sure how much it'll mean because there's still legal stuff that's causing that game not to be re-released. But yeah, shoutouts. Go pick up Metroid Dread, man. It's amazing. Go pick up Metroid Dread. It is amazing. I'm guessing you don't play many Nintendo first party games though. Because if you think Metroid Dread is good, Nintendo obviously has a bunch of great first-party games. So I'm guessing you haven't tried. I'm guessing you've played like Mario or Zelda and like not like those. But Nintendo has more than Mario and Zelda. That's what I'm guessing. Like they have stuff like Astral Chain. They have stuff like Fire Emblem. They have other types of games. So I think maybe you're just kind of like, oh, I've played Mario and Zelda. I don't like that. And that's how people usually say, I don't like Nintendo games. But Nintendo has a wide variety of games. So like that's why whenever somebody says I don't like Nintendo games, it's like, okay, well, what have you played? You know, because if you like Metroid Dread, which is a great game, by the way, there's other games that aren't like Metroid Dread that Nintendo has, but there's other games that have that unique gameplay style that doesn't suit what Nintendo usually does, like a Mario or a Zelda, you know? So like, yeah, like I said, Astral Chain, there's Fire Emblem, there's all different types of games, you know? All different types of games. Let's see, that just happened like today. I don't know, it's not happening right now. But it seems like it's happening later, apparently. Yeah, check out exactly Astral Chain, Bayonetta. Those are the type of games that are also Nintendo first-party games for the most part, and those games are really good. You know, those games are like super good. You know, there's like Wonderful 101, which, you know, that used to be kind of like a first party, but it went multi. But I mean, there's stuff like that from Platinum Games that's dope, that Nintendo owns the license to or owns the rights to with certain stuff. So yeah, man, you got to check out some of the other stuff. Just don't look at Mario and Zelda and say I don't like it. You know, I don't like Nintendo games. It's good Mario and Zelda. Like there's other stuff. You know, there's other stuff. But I mean, it's partly Nintendo because like obviously Nintendo releases a lot of Mario and Zelda games, right? So I think that's what some people just think that's all they have. You know, and that's not the case. Like Mario, Zelda, Smash Brothers, Pokemon. That's it, you know. But no, there's more. There's Nintendo has an undercard. Like, you know, like you ever watch like wrestling, you have like the undercard, you have like the mid card, you have like the undercard, mid card, and main event. Like Smash Brothers, Mario, Pokemon, those are all the main events. You know, Nintendo has undercards. Nintendo has definitely like mid and undercards that are really good, that are very different. You know. No More Heroes 3 isn't a Nintendo first party IP, but it is an exclusive on the Switch for right now. That game is awesome. Luigi's Mansion 3, that's more of a Nintendo-y type of game, but it doesn't play like anything else that Nintendo has. Like Luigi's Mansion is a very unique game. It doesn't play like anything else Nintendo has. It's weird. It's a weird game. It's like this weird mix of like cartoony Ghostbusters or like Ghostbusters and like puzzle solving. Do you have any update on Sonic Colors and the glitches? Do you know if there's been fixed since last patch? I don't know if it has, but I have a review code for the game, and I need to play that on the channel. So I need to actually check that out and do a video on it. Reminds me of Smash people that only know some characters from Smash and not from their own series. Yeah, exactly. They have Xeno, they have Splatoon, they have Fire Emblem, they have Kirby, they have all sorts of different types of games. You know. All sorts of stuff. And if you want to look at like the partner games that are exclusive, like Mario plus Rabbids, that's a strategy RPG, you know, it's like XCOM, you know, they have all different types of games, you know, there's just all sorts of stuff, man. It's pretty interesting. Love 2D Mario games but hate the 3D ones. You like 2D Mario games but hate the 3D ones? Oh, bro, I don't know about all that. The last 2D Mario game was Odyssey's way better. I think the 3D Mario games are way better than the 2D Mario games. I think that the 2D Mario games are easier to play, so I think that's the reason why that you might like them more, because they're just easier to play. I kind of I relate it to the Super Mario Maker to 2D Mario, the new Super Mario Bros. Why is New Super Mario Bros. Doing way better than Super Mario Maker? Super Mario Maker is the better game, right? It's the better game. It's more options. It's more content. Why is New Super Mario Bros. Doing better? Well, because it's easier to play. It's just pick up and play. It's very easy. Odyssey, Galaxy, those games are not pick up and play. You can pick it up, but if you're bad at platforming and you're bad at spatial awareness, you'll be bad at the game. Mario, you'll be bad at the game. New Super Mario Bros., it's easier. You can just pick it up, you can play. It gets harder later, but it's not a hard game overall. Like, there's multiple chances, like you can just hop back into it, drop in, drop out co-op. Mario games are more complex. It's like, hey, I got this world I gotta go to, I gotta collect these things over here, I gotta stop this, then I gotta go over here. So I can understand why somebody might like 2D Mario games more than 3D Mario games, especially if they say that they don't like Nintendo games. Well, those are like the in-depth Nintendo games, not the easy, simple games, or, you know, Mario games or whatever the case is, you know? So, yeah. This thing that Chris made their own crushers. I don't know, own crushers they could do right away if they wait for physical cartridge. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Davis. All right, take it easy, Laney. Then about to announce a PC lineup starting Legend of Zelda, Tech Mobile, and Blast Mobile for $60. Yeah, that's happening. Tech Mobile. Yoshi is like 2D Mario too. Yeah, well, I mean, there's always been like 2D Yoshis, you know. Yoshi kind of has like its own style, but like, yeah, Super Mario World 2, you know, you have like Yoshi's Story. You have all those other Yoshi games that they've made, you know, Woolly World and all that other stuff. So yeah. Yeah, 2D Mario games are pretty straightforward compared to... Exactly, they're very straightforward. 3D Mario is complex. 3D Mario is a lot more complex. Like, Mario Odyssey is complex. There's like all these different hacks and worlds and areas and locations. I gotta jump over here, then I gotta do this, then I gotta collect these coins, then I gotta do this, then I gotta go over here, and there's this over there. Like, that's why... And I feel what he's saying. I'm actually in agreement somewhat. That's why I kind of like Galaxy more than I like Odyssey and 64. And Sunshine. My favorite Mario 3D games, it goes Galaxy 2, Galaxy 1, Odyssey, in that order. Galaxy 2 is my favorite, then Galaxy 1, then Odyssey. Those are like my 3 favorite, you know, 3D Mario games. The reason why I like Galaxy games more than I like 64 or Odyssey is because it's simpler. It's more straightforward. It's still the 3D platforming that I like, but it's just straightforward. I don't have to sit there and go around and do this and sandbox. It's not that. It's just like, hey, you have little areas, you solve what you got to do, then you go to the next thing. Then you go to the next thing. Then you go to the next thing. So I like that structure a bit more. Then there's even 2D parts, you know, in Galaxy. So I like that structure of the game more than, okay, sandbox. I go back into this level, it's a sandbox type of thing. So that's just me though, you know? Yeah, Sunshine also I mean, Sunshine's a good game, but it's just too much malarkey in Sunshine. I mean, it's not bad. I don't think it's a bad game. I just think that there's just too much malarkey, you know? Just too much malarkey. Odyssey's great. It really is great. I do like Odyssey quite a bit. I mean, I like Odyssey a lot more than I like 64 and Sunshine. I'll tell you that. All right, take it easy, J2 Blue. Enjoy the movie. Also, I like 3D World because it's like 2D. Yeah, I do like 3D World. Yeah, I like 3D World a lot. I really like 3D World, and I like 3D World. I don't think it's as good as Galaxy, or sorry, I don't think it's as good as Odyssey. I'll put it right underneath that, but I might have had more fun playing 3D World than playing Odyssey. I might have had more fun because I was able to experience it with my daughter. It's straightforward. I can just run around in there, but I think Odyssey's better. Odyssey's definitely a better game, but 3D World is very fun because it's just simple, straightforward. Play with the fam, play with the friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. It's just a dope little game to play, you know? But yeah, I put 3D World right underneath Odyssey in terms of like my favorite 3D Mario games. It's like from top to bottom: Galaxy 2, Galaxy 1, Odyssey, 3D World, 3D Land from the 3DS, 3D Land, 64, Sunshine. That's probably my order of 3D Mario games. 3D World is great because Peach is playable. Yeah, Peach, Toad, Mario, Rosalina, Luigi. I gotta go now. All right, take it easy. Take it easy, Nuka. Could have stayed on the cart about the Sting. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Davis. You're gonna have to clean up some of those typos a little bit, my boy. Is it true about the all-digital Switch OLED, OJ? There is no all-digital Switch OLED. So what? There is no room. There is no credible rumor about that. No. So is it true? Why would it be true? It's not. There's no confirmed. Bowser's Fury shows potential for blending the styles. Yeah, Bowser's Fury is really good. I actually like Bowser's Fury. I actually like Bowser's Fury quite a bit. Like, if we're counting that, I mean, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. If we're counting that, I mean, it might be right up there with Odyssey for me if you count it together as a package. It's really good. But dude, the original? No, we're talking about 3D Mario games. 3D Mario games, like 64. 64 is good, but 64 is like, I think that the newer 3D Mario games control and play better than 64. I think 64 is just legendary. It's iconic and it's legendary, but I don't think it plays better than a lot of the new Mario 3D games. Like, I think that a lot of the new Mario 3D games definitely play better than 64. Like, it's more fun to play. The camera controls are better in the new games. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they do better than in 64, but 64 is iconic. Not everybody's gonna like Zelda. Like I said, that's why I said you don't like Nintendo games, because you played Mario and Zelda and you're like, well, I don't like those. I don't like 3D Mario, I don't like 3D Zelda, so I don't like Mario, I don't like Nintendo games. But it's like you're not playing everything else, you know? Breath of the Wild's amazing though. Breath of the Wild is it's super good. That sucked that you couldn't get into it, but Breath of the Wild is freaking incredible. That game is absolutely incredible. That game is like legendary. Like 100 years from now, people are gonna be like, yo, remember this game called Breath of the Wild? People like 100 years from now, people are going to pick up Breath of the Wild and be like, yo, this was 100 years ago I played this. You know, they're going to be playing it like in 55K resolution or 1 million K resolution. They're going to be in the whole room and playing it that way where Link is running in front of them. But I'm telling you, man, Breath of the Wild is going to be like a legendary folklore of design. It's gonna go down in history, like, for real. Like, it really is. It really is, man. For me, Witcher 3 is the game people will never forget. For you, Witcher 3 is the game people will never forget. Maybe, but I think that Zelda has more prestige than Witcher 3. That's just me personally. I just think that Zelda's older. Witcher, yeah, I mean, obviously people aren't gonna forget that game. That game did some great things. That game was awesome and reviewed really well. But there's something about Breath of the Wild, in my opinion, when you launch a system as an exclusive that compared to a multiplat. A multiplat is a multiplat, and I get that. I think that people are definitely gonna remember Witcher 3, Grand Theft Auto, 5, stuff like that for sure, absolutely. But there's something different when you're talking about like Legend of Zelda, a game that came before it, a game that's older than it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a big difference there between a third-party multiplat and a first-party exclusive that literally launched with a system that came off of a very unsuccessful system. So there's intrigue in there, there's story, there's plot points. There's not really any plot points or intrigue with Witcher 3. Witcher 2 was really good. Witcher 3 came out and was better, and people love Witcher 3. That's essentially it. There's no intrigue. There's no movie made for Hollywood movie. There's no documentary there. Witcher 2 was really good. Witcher 3 is really good. That's that. And it sold well. That's it. Whereas with Zelda Breath of the Wild, it's like, wait a minute. People said that the Switch was gonna fail. Wii U didn't do so well. Nintendo had to go back to the drawing board. With Zelda, they had to recombine what it was all about. Witcher 3 is an evolution of what they did with Witcher 2. It's just way better, right? Zelda Breath of the Wild is an evolution of what they did originally with the original Zelda game. So there's way more intriguing plot points. Witcher 3 is just Witcher 3. Don't get me wrong, still great, but let's not compare the prestige, because it's just not there. There's no plot points with it. A system that literally, this game carried your system to success. Without Breath of the Wild, where would the Switch be? Without Breath of the Wild, like, what if Breath of the Wild didn't launch? I mean, if Witcher 3 didn't launch, the 360 or the Xbox One and the PS4 still would have been fine. They still would have sold. People still would have bought the games. It still would have been like, okay. But what happens if Nintendo doesn't launch Breath of the Wild with the Switch? That's what builds the legacy, the history. That's what builds it. People remember, D-Day over other battles that were fought, right? Like D-Day. You've seen it a million times, right? They're coming through the sea. They're on the beach. Everybody knows D-Day, right? But do you know some of the other battles? Nah, you don't really remember all the other battles. Some of you guys do. Some of you guys are history buffs, so you know. But everybody remembers D-Day. So I think that's kind of like what Breath of the Wild is. Like, there's other important battles that were big. but D-Day was D-Day, and that's Zelda Breath of the Wild was like Nintendo's D-Day. Like, this had to work. If this didn't work, if they didn't win this, they're in trouble, you know? So yeah. Breath of the Wild also came out after Skyward Sword, really evolving the game. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I hope Nintendo don't lie to us. They actually make Legends of Breath of the Wild 2 darker, more mature. Nintendo never lied to you. Nintendo never said that Breath of the Wild was going to be more darker, more. They never said Breath of the Wild 2 was going to be more darker or more mature. They never said that. They showed the game what they showed, but they never claimed anything. You're making up your own narrative to be upset at, which Nintendo fans do quite a bit. Hope Nintendo doesn't lie to you. Where did they say it's going to be more mature and darker theme? Where did Nintendo say that? They never stated that at all. They showed a trailer, and that's it. So, Giancarlo, this is kind of like your Grand Theft Auto can't run on Switch PS2 thing that you did the other day. You know, which, by the way, you were wrong. By the way, I just want to, now that we actually got a real confirmation for that, hold up. Now that we've got a confirmation for Grand Theft Auto and it's coming to Switch, the games that you said can't come to Switch or wouldn't come to Switch, now that we got that confirmation, this is one of those moments that you're having right now. You thought I forgot about that, huh, Giancarlo? You thought I forgot about what you said. No, I didn't forget. Your name reminded me. Let's see. You choose violence. Bro, I had to because he reminded me about, like, when he says certain things, like when he makes up stuff, right? He'll make up a narrative and then position it as some type of fact. So he'll make up something in his head and then he will tell me, probably because of a language barrier, he will position it as if it's true when it's not. He made it up. You know, it's a very persuasive, and like I said, it's probably a language barrier. But here in America, I forgot what it's exactly called, but it's a very persuasive style of speak that a lot of salesmen use, you know? And I know because I used to be a salesman. They will tell you something that is literally made up or their opinion, and they will present it to you as a fact, as if something that's what happened. And then for you to agree and say, well, no, but no, that's not the case. Nintendo never said anything about dark or mature. So he says, oh, I hope Nintendo doesn't lie to me, as if there was a fact to begin with of what he's going off of. But he's not going off of anything. He made that up in his head. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going out. And like I said, salesmen do this purposefully to close deals and close sales. You know, let me give you an example. When I used to work at a car insurance place, or at there used to be a time like a rental place, they'd say, hey, do you want to get the insurance on the car? You know, and you can ask them that, like, hey, do you want to get this, and that? They'll say, oh, no, I'm good. Or you can say, hey, usually you go with our insurance, right? Usually go with our insurance. You go with our insurance. So you phrase it in a way to where it doesn't give, like, you make up something like, oh yeah, you go with you go with our insurance. It's like, wait a minute. No, that person never went with your insurance. You don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? But you're phrasing it in a way for them to answer in a certain way that's manipulative. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Giancarlo's doing that. I'm not saying it's probably a language barrier. But like, I'm just saying, like, that's the way that he presents stuff to me, you know? Half the time. So yeah. In an interview, Eiji Aonuma said that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 will be darker than, I think he meant than, Majora's Mask. Okay. But they never said that it was going to be some type of overall, at least a lie to you. Like, there's nothing that nobody lied to anybody. Nobody's lying to anybody. They showed what they showed. You know, but I need to go back. I didn't see that interview, but I need to go back and look at that. I don't know if that's the case. But let me double check that source. Okay, I see what you're saying here. I see what you're saying in terms of it, but once again, that is presented as an opinion though. What I'm saying is, like, darker than Majora's Mask. The game could come out, and if you don't think it's darker than Majora's Mask because you think it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? So once again, it's presented in a way, don't lie to us. It's all subjective. It's also, you're phrasing it in a way that's just like, what is darker than Majora's Mask? Like, how much does it need to be pitch black? You know what I'm saying? Does Link need to cut somebody's head off for it to be dark? Like, what is the, like, what would be the lie? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that type of thing. Like, nobody's lying about anything, you know? There's nothing to be lying about. It's going to be subjective. It's his opinion. It's an opinion of what Mr. Anuma thinks. You might think differently. There's times when developers say opinions on some games, you might think differently. It doesn't mean that anybody's lying. It doesn't mean anybody's lying about it. It's just an opinion. But how many times have you seen, like, oh, a developer says that this game's gonna do this better than this game, and then we get it, and they're like, well, they didn't do it better than this game. I like this more than this game, or I think this is more darker than this. But the developer thinks differently. So there is no lie. It's just opinion. It's just subjective based. There is no lie, you know? Let's see. So that's my situation. That's my issue, is like saying that there's gonna be a lie because it doesn't live up to what you think. You know what I'm saying? Or it doesn't do, unless it's like an actual, like, hey, like a Fable developer, right? Like, you know, when it comes to like Fable, and this is just a game discussion, guys. I'm not hating on him. This is good. It's game discussion. I like Giancarlo because he'll make me talk about other things and stretch the stream out. You guys, it's good to have content to talk about. So that, no hate on him. I think this is good. This is very good discussion. And plus, he made me look up that. He made me look up my source. So he wasn't necessarily wrong on that. But he was wrong on the Grand Theft Auto thing. He was wrong on that. But anyway, with this case, you know, like when we've seen certain games, right? Certain games that come out and a developer will say something like Fable. Oh, well, there's going to be where this happens and it's not in the game. That's a lie. That's a lie. But it's going to be darker than this. What is the barrier of how dark a game is? Is Twilight Princess darker than Majora's Mask? I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Is it? Some people might say yes. Some people might say no. You know, which one's darker? I don't know. You know, there is no measure gauge, darkness gauge. It's darkness gauge. There's no Eddie Murphy gauge. You know what I'm saying? There's no Eddie Murphy gauge. You know, so there's no Dave Chappelle darkness gauge. So I don't know what that means, you know? I don't know what that means when it comes to that. Well, Jose, they showed Link in the sky, so it's clear light on it being a darker game. Yeah. Yeah, that's just what he thinks. So I don't know if anybody's gonna lie. That's just his opinion. Developers are allowed to have opinions too, and your opinion can clash with their opinion. Like, if a developer thinks this is what this game is about, and we think it does better than this, and you think it's not, that's just your opinion. It doesn't mean anybody lied, you know. How many light sources? Yeah, the game has to be pitch black. That's what's gonna happen. But darkness is coming. All right, guys. But we are going to wrap it up here with the stream. I do have to get working on some content for you guys for this weekend. So I want to say thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream today. We're going 2 hours today. If I finish content, I might do Mario Party Superstars later tonight, but probably not. But I might. But it just, my sleep schedule's all jacked up, so probably not. I'll try to see if I can do Mario Party Superstars as like a bonus stream. Maybe if we hit a goal, maybe I'll do Sunday. Maybe I'll do a Sunday stream for Mario Party Superstars. So let's see if we can hit a goal maybe tomorrow, Saturday. If we hit a goal, a member goal, maybe I'll do Mario Party Superstars on Sunday. So we'll see. But all right. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I do appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys watch my latest video on Shin Megami Tensei 5. Make sure you see my latest video on Shin Megami Tensei 5. Check it out. Nobody watched it. Not enough people watched it, but thank you guys for those who do watch the content. I do appreciate it. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Appreciate that. Go check out my latest video. And we will see you guys tomorrow for the stream tomorrow, all right? Peace out. You guys have a nice night. Love you guys. Thank you for the donations, JoJo Boys. Yo, Beanox, yo, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Gladiator, thank you for the donations. Jawbreaker, thank you. Khaled Cooper. You guys give some big love to Khaled Cooper, $200 donation. Creosin Bomb, JoJo Boys, Ant, Kieran Buckley, Blue Dragon, Creosin Bomb, once again, Ms. and Mr. Gaming membership. Mr. Davis with 2 JoJo Boys, super chat. J2 Blue watching that My Hero. Neophyte G, my girl. Thank you. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Shinru once again. Thank you guys so much for your support. Huddy, he left, but thank you. Blue EX. Appreciate you guys coming out to the stream. Appreciate you guys supporting. And we will see you guys. And make sure you check out Ms. and Mr. Gaming. I think you guys are streaming soon, right? Check out Ms. and Mr. Gaming, or they might already be streaming. I'm not sure. Let me double check. You guys are streaming tonight. I think I saw your pages. Don't you guys? I saw like a what was it? You guys are doing a Mario Party stream or something like that tonight. You guys check out Ms. and, just type in Ms. and Mr. Gaming in the chat, or Anna, you can link your page. Type that in. Check out Ms. and Mr. Gaming. Cool peeps, awesome stuff. And we will see you guys. We will see you guys for the next stream. Witcher 3 is better than Breath of the Wild. No. No, unless you like bad controls and crusty gameplay. No, but I will say that maybe the story's better. Yeah, I'll give it the story. Maybe the story's better than Breath of the Wild, but the gameplay, absolutely not. Can't even chop down a tree in Witcher 3. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate